All right, shalom, shalom. All right, we the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this wicked, sinful kingdom called America, aka Babylon the Great, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt. All right, before we get started, let us give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashir, Kakadash. Let us give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught us the truth according to the Bible. And shalom to all the brothers out there that the full color of pushing His word and our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. God. And hey, we're going to get straight into it with Ecclesiastes chapter 3. There's a time and a season for everything.
Right.
And if we've been paying attention to the news and through the Spirit. But hey, even to the regular person out here paying attention to the news and just seeing what's going on in their daily life, they can clearly see that things aren't getting better. They're only getting worse, and they're going to continue to get worse. Because as it's about to go into, we ain't in the time of kikiing, partying, having a drink, going to parties and all that. We're coming into a time of war, pestilence, famine, death, destruction, everything.
That's right.
We're in the last seconds of the last days, and Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is about to bring that biblical destruction, that biblical judgment, that biblical punishment not seen since the days of Noah in the flood.
That's right. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Keep going.
A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
And hey, Babylon and these Edomites all across the world have their time to plant their rulerships, coming out of the Renaissance, coming out of the Dark Ages, beginning with the Renaissance. But we're living in the twilight hours of their rulership, and it's about time for Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai to pluck this place up. But first He sent His prophets to pluck it up spiritually, tearing it out by the roots, by the words, as it says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And Khan, you got it.
This is a book of Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 2. It says, also thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai unto the land of Israel. It says, an end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now an end is come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to all thy ways, and will recompense thee according to all thy abominations.
Hey, point blank, period. We're coming into the times of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, judging you wicked niggers, spics, tontos, 2/3 of the nation of Israel for wanting to live after these heathens and completely be rebellious towards your power, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. I think it's in Isaiah where it says the sinners in Zion are afraid. And we can clear, Jake might try to put up that image out there, but Jake's afraid.
These people see that this is the end, man. All right, we're clearly living in the time of judgment. And, you know, as much as what people want to deny that things are getting bad out here, man. All right, this is why everybody's trying to, drink the pain away, try to, put the front on Instagram and these different social media platforms. But everybody can see this is the end, man.
You got it?
Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire?
Nobody. And that devouring fire is going into all these calamities that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is about to bring you people through. And we're going to see that your works were of wood and stone and base metal, so you're going to get burned up in the fire. You're going to be that dross that's going to be taken off that purified silver, that purified gold, which is the elect that's going to go through that fire and be the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven, perfectly tried and refined. And that ultimate fire is what? The nuclear missiles.
That's right.
Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that is despised the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from the holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from the hearing of blood, and the shutting his eyes from evil, he shall dwell on high.
Ezekiel chapter 9. Go forth throughout the city and put a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for the abominations thereof. That thawah, that mark of exemption from these judgments to come. Because hey, we're seeing just a little bit of an example of how bad things are going to get out here with that war going on over in Ukraine.
Right.
One of the younger brothers just sent me a video of this Russian soldier talking to his mom, and they were talking about how they were just torturing the hell out of those Ukrainians and that they enjoyed it. Like they had something where they stuck a pipe. It's about to get graphic. One of the methods they would use was stick a pipe up a man's ass and then stick barbed wire through the pipe into his intestines. And this is Edomites doing this to other Edomites. And the Russian Edomites' mom told him, look, if I were over there, I'd have to hide my excitement too because we're so much alike, because I want to do these things. Ukrainians aren't even humans. And this is Edomites talking about Edomites. So how much more do you think these Russians, these Chinese troops, these NATO troops are going to do to you Americans, especially you Israelites, when they get over here on these shores during a state of martial law?
Woo, man.
Back in Ecclesiastes. This is back in Ecclesiastes 3, verse 3.
Right on time.
A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
And we're in a time of killing and breaking down. Again, Esau, Edom, and these heathens as a whole rulership being broken down to the very foundations, and even the foundation's going to get destroyed. We're in a time of killing through pestilences, famines, world war, martial law, concentration camps, you name it.
Right. Like I said, to say real quick, it says a time to kill and a time to heal. It's time for these heathen to get put to death, but it's time for the healing of the elect of Israel.
Right.
It says a time to break down and a time to build up. So the kingdom of heaven is being built up as Babylon is being broken down. It's all simultaneous. You got it.
I got two precepts.
Okay,
Number one, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud spirit. So, hey, we're witnessing the end of Babylon the Great, Esau's rulership, man. And it's a beautiful thing because we know that once this place goes, man, the nation of Israel is going to set up shop and put the world back in the way it's supposed to be, man. So we're suffering everything that we're seeing, take place so that we can inherit the whole world, man.
The head's about to go back to its rightful place.
That's right.
Because through the curses, we've been made the tail,
Yep.
while the tail, the basest of men, these Edomites, these so-called white people, have been made the head.
Right.
And with them being the basest of men, we can clearly see that they don't know how to run things. They do everything clean contrary to the scriptures, clean contrary to how existence is supposed to be. So that's why everything's breaking down. Animals are dying at a mass rate. The skies are polluted. The water. People are bugged out, being sodomites, adulterers, demons. You name it. We're on the verge of a World War III where nuclear missiles are about to burn everything up.
And that's a beautiful thing because with the destruction of Babylon, man, with the destruction of Esau's rulership, the earth is finally going to be put back in the proper way that it's supposed to be, man. So it's a beautiful thing for this place to go. This is why, hey, we rejoice when we hear things that how the Most High is destroying this kingdom, man.
And these people in it.
And these people in it because, hey, to be honest, you niggas need to die anyway, man.
Right.
Y'all live a lifestyle that's contrary to life, and when you get told about righteousness, man, you hate it. So the Lord's actually going to do people a favor by putting y'all to death, man.
And it's better to die than to live on wickedly and just to destroy yourself.
The scriptures tell you death is better than continual sickness, and our people especially are sick, man.
Just to back up, better it's the end of the thing than the beginning thereof. And was it also saying Sirach 25? One of the greatest things to see is the downfall of your enemy.
Come on now.
We're at the end of our greatest enemy, Esau, Edom's rulership.
That's
It is
right.
beautiful seeing everything go against you, seeing the curses fall upon you, Edomites. Now your women have an evil eye towards you. Now your women are putting you on child support, breaking your families apart, and Jake is dealing with your women now.
Exactly.
And now you're going back to being the tail underneath us. Everybody's waking up to these Edomites and looking at you as the basest of men out here.
That's right.
And your own elites are cucking you in your society. It's the worst thing going right now in America to be a cis white male.
Man.
Hey, you can't even say anything. Oh, you're a racist.
Right.
Oh, you're a sexist or whatever. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see you being seen as public enemy number one.
That's right.
And you're public enemy number one throughout history, throughout existence, from the beginning. You're the first fucking murderer.
That's right.
When you were Cain, and then you went to Esau, tried to slay your brother, and now, hey, you're here today as a whole nation, constantly slaying the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans,
See how
having that perpetual hatred.
you see how the Lord has slowly but surely reversed all the things that you've done to put that shit back on your own head, man. Everything that you sow all throughout, your time of being in power, the Most High is making you reap that now, man. Everything is falling back, and everybody's seeing all the problems in the world they point back to who? Esau and Edom, man. All right?
It said in Revelation chapter 6, that red horse that went out with that red. You got it?
It's Revelation chapter 6, verse, start at 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
And who came out all over red like a hairy garment? Esau, Edom.
That's right.
And horse goes into power.
And power was given to him that sat there on to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
And what blessing did Isaac give to Esau? By thy sword shalt thou live, and get the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. And it says he's taken peace away from the earth, which we can clearly see. This whole world is just in an uproar, turned out upside down and bugged out. People are at the lowest they've ever been, mentally, physically, and especially spiritually. All you got to do is just go onto social media, which is a camera onto all the fuckery going on all across the planet, and people are just brute beasts. Like you said, you deserve to die. You need to die. It's best that you do die.
Hey, you was talking about the Ukrainians, right? It was they did like a test on Instagram I seen where they have a little kid, you know, walking, and somebody would just run up and snatch the little kid and run off. And literally, nobody batted an eye, man. You know, you would think if something like that would happen, somebody would try to go save the kid. They literally snatched the little boy and ran up to see what they was going to do. And these people just walked by like they didn't see that shit happen, man.
Shit, before them Russians invaded Ukraine, it was one of the highest sex trafficking countries on the planet. It was already a wicked, corrupt country. So the Russians really did it a favor by going in there and bombing it damn near back to the Stone Ages.
Right.
Jake talking about pray for Ukraine.
Jake's going over there to fight for Ukrainians.
Fuck Ukraine, man.
Die, man.
Fuck all. If it's not about the nation of Israel, man, we don't care. We don't care about that shit. We're not even praying for 2/3 of our own people, man. So why would we concern ourselves with affairs that don't concern to our rulership coming, man? You know?
We're praying for him to die.
Exactly.
And on I think it was one of those peace group programs to where you go to another country and help out. They literally said, they took it down though, they said, look, if you're an African American going over to Ukraine, don't be surprised when they call you nigger and monkey over there.
Yeah. That's normal.
Yeah, they look at you like a nigger and a monkey over there. And you want to go over there and have the flag up and be like, oh, pray for Ukraine, pray for Ukraine. But then over here, one of your own brothers steps on your shoes and you're ready to not put him down, but go clear the block, kill his family, kill the dog, everything.
Right.
So you niggas deserve to die. So as well as you so-called Latinos and Native Americans.
Right. You got a precept?
Anybody holding a precept, they just bring it.
This is Jeremiah 11 verse 10. They are turned back to the iniquities of their fathers, which refused to hear my words. It says, and they went after other gods to serve them.
Yeah, you know, I could say in the spirit, he said, because our people are constantly going after other gods, are looking for someone else to reverence other than our power. Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right now, what they're reverencing both Joe Biden, you know, which that's his real name, Joseph Biden, which his name means to add trust in, to add, that's
To bide in,
Biden, you know, to trust. And his name is Joseph, but in the Hebrew, was used to add, you know. So what his face, our people are adding trust unto them, okay? You know, that's their spirit, man, okay? You know, keep reading, brother.
It says, which refused to hear my words.
Which refuse to hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, but the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, okay? You got brothers out here on the four corners of the earth, are starting off with our apostles, elders of great millstones, and the men on down like us, you know, preaching his word to our people, but our people are, you know, slapping their hand, you know? They don't want to, like the brother usually said, they're all out here praying for Ukraine, but not turning back to the Heavenly Father, man, you know? When this is, in all actuality, the Ukrainian Russians are going to be spoiling you, okay, when they get over here, all right? When the EU gets over here, and Mark truly saying the spirit, because I know that firsthand, because you got, what's called, the UK troops, where I live, there's a military base, and you have the UK troops straight from the UK over here already, man. So they're ready, you know, that whole taking in for America is already being prepared, man, by the elites of the society, man.
Yeah, I heard somewhere in some parts on the I-10, the interstates, all the highways all around the country, they're changing the signs like kilometers and how they measure things by the metric system
Yeah,
over there
yeah.
to help those troops
Yeah.
be able to navigate throughout America.
Yep, that's actually happened. Yep.
It's just a
No, that's actually happening, man. So showing the Lord is about to bring the enemy to America, man. Okay, and mainly mainly in the boat here, because they say Jake is the minority, but Jake is the majority of the people here in America, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're target number one.
That's right.
You know, our people don't even realize that, especially the people that supposed to be knowing the truth, man. That's of the circumstances that's playing. All right, because Esau has every single brother or sister that has clicked on the Israelite video that knows. So you target number one, and you know peon Jake 2/3 that just don't care. All right, you're just gonna get added to that sword too, man.
That's right.
You know, I had a quick precept.
Just to back you up real quick, you should have seen that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are public enemy number one when this whole Cragamuffin 19 thing took place. Who did they say was the most at-risk group? They literally said Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
Who needs to get the Jamba Juice first?
Right.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Who's getting heart clots the most now and dropping dead? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
But you want to celebrate a goddamn Mother's Day and celebrate Kevin Samuels dying.
Oh, man, we ain't gonna touch on that right now. Yeah, look, real quick, this is Ezekiel 21:9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished."
That's right.
You want to break down?
That was called in the spirit. Cause what's that? Project Megiddo. There we go.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is sharpening that sword. They've been having that plan in years. I remember years ago when they first had the Jade Helms 16. What's called drills and stuff, man.
Yeah.
They were preparing them, but now they instead of putting it out in the public, they've been doing it under the guides of this Jamba Juice, as brothers say, man. Practicing getting people out of the cities or locking people down. You see what's going over here in China. They're treating people hollering out the windows, and in these concentration camps, you got people going crazy.
Right.
The women going crazy. So how much more here in Babylon the Great, where our women, or the Israelite woman, is careless? Carefree. And they even got that term called carefree. Black boys carefree. Black women.
Long hair, don't care.
Yeah, all that stuff, man. How much more are they going to be in trouble when these times come upon them?
Right, because see, you Americans have been so spoiled over here to where you get a little bit of adversity and y'all lose your mind, man. The lockdown showed that you people don't know what to do when things are taken from you, man. So how much more when this shit really comes, locked down, man, and Esau starts putting this martial law in full effect out here, man.
Right.
Because like I said, these Americans over here, we're talking about coming up here, man. And you got homeless people that's living good compared to these people in poverty in these other countries, man. How the hell is you homeless with Cash App, man?
Literally, one time we went to a restaurant to get some food, and it was a young Jake too. He was homeless, like, "Hey, y'all got any spare change?" Like, "No, we didn't got none." "Cool. Can you send anything?" "Pull out his phone. Can you send something to my Cash App?"
Homeless with a cell phone and Cash App.
An iPhone to 10.
They can have a Facebook and everything, but you homeless, bro. So how, like I said, when this shit really turned into the third world country that America really is, man, how are you going to handle yourself in that time, man?
That's right.
Because the Most High is slowly but surely taking away these comforts of these people, man.
That's right.
And just to back up with them women real quick, dwelling carelessly, we can see right now that the vintage is failing. What are they about to talking about overturning Roe v. Wade so you women can't murder your babies anymore? And you're so concerned about my body, my choice, then why don't you just keep your goddamn legs closed instead of being a whore out here?
Not to go back on the women too much, but just to add to what you're saying, it was stupid because these women are so damn dumb. I seen a tweet this bitch saying, I wish we could choose our baby daddies.
What?
So they're so careless that they don't want to take accountability. But Jake, as a whole, because the undertone of that, Roe v. versus Wade shit, that they take away that, my body, my choice shit, because we know that the real reason is so that they could put that charagma inside of you, man.
Yeah.
Because you already owned by the government and you took that juicy juice, man. All right? So according to the law, you're already owned, you're property of the U.S. government already, man. So you can't refuse it anyway. So we know that sword is coming, man. So finish it out.
Hey, you got a lot of meat, Dave. Just reread verse 9 and go to verse 12.
Okay. This is Ezekiel at 21:9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
And what did King David say in Psalm 17, verse 13? Lord, hide me from the wicked, which is thy sword. And we know who the wicked is. That's pursuant to Malachi 1, verse 4. Esau, Edom, that red horse, whose blessing was what? The sword. And that sword is being sharpened for one last hurrah. It's going to be that glorious sword. When you see in the movie, they pull that sword out, and it shing, and the sun hits that sword and glistens at it. Esau's about to get his rocks off for the last time. He's about to go the hardest, because these elites know what it's hitting for. As it says in Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, this devil's about to come down in great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. They know they have a short time to bring about their NW0, that great reset, that fourth industrial revolution. And they also know that they're the Edomites, and what's going to happen to them when they're taken out of power. 1,000 years of hardcore slavery before they're permanently culled from this planet with fire. So if you know that, you about to, hey, go to the head with it.
Brother's about to grab some umbrellas.
Okay, Verse 10, it says, wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt. One second. Was it Ezekiel 21 and 9, right?
We were in 10 now.
All right, Ezekiel 21 and verse 10. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we then be in the spirit of being happy, planting things, hey, giving in marriage, drinking, eating, having a good time? Of course not. But look at, we got our people walking up and down the street during Mother's Day weekend doing exactly that. But look, it's starting to rain. It's raining on their parade. So now they got to go inside. But the Most High is about to drop that heavy rain.
Real quickly, back up that Ezekiel 21. This back in Ecclesiastes 3, but this is verse 4. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance.
Should we then make mirth? Should we then dance and laugh and be happy? No, we should be in a mournful state. As it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, better is it to go into the house of mourning than the house of mirth, where fools are. And that's exactly what all these people out here are, fools. Here we are in the midst of famines coming, food shortages, hyperinflation, new pestilences, lockdowns, World War III. But these people are walking around like they don't have a care in the world.
Right.
Trying to tune out the radio station when it's warning you, when tuning out that alert that this is not an emergency.
Yep. And see, this is how we know we're living in the days of Noah all over again, man. Because the same.
Raining, huh?
Come on, it's the spirit.
Noah was prophesying.
That's the spirit, bro. The Lord is about to make it rain on America, man. All right? Ain't no money. It's gonna be missiles, man. All right? The Lord is he's about to destroy this place, man. And these people don't give a damn about that, man. This society is literally collapsing in front of their face, and they don't even care, man. You know?
What did it say? Noah prophesied until the flood came. He was prophesying until the rain came. Now we're coming into that second rain, that fire rain. Man.
Yeah. This is Matthew 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
Reread it from the top, Bible.
This is Matthew 24, 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Which proves that Yahweh Shah and the Heavenly Father Yahweh is two separate entities, man. So Yahweh Shah was like, listen, I don't even know when I'm going to come back, nor the angels, but my Father only. He's going to give me the green light to come back and take this devil out of the room, man.
So what should you be doing? Since we don't know the hour, the time, we should be that servant that's found working when the master comes back. Not drunken, beating the servants under him, or doing anything like that. Or else you're going to be beaten with many stripes.
Right.
Hey, he's coming as a thief in the night. So with that being the case, this isn't the time to be getting weak or slacking off. Because as we've seen over the past month or so, you've had some jakes fall out of the truth with because they lost faith, they lost patience. Now they're back in the world about to be missile food.
Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, the days of Noah. All right, like we were saying, man, Noah was out there prophesying, letting the world know, look, it's about to rain, man. Okay? And so we're telling you, look, it's about to rain again, but instead of a flood of water coming, it's going to be a flood of fire, man. All right? And if you're not, you know, in the good graces of your how about shooting out shot, you can get swept away in that lake of fire, man. Okay?
Keep going on.
Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
Look, that's the spirit. Look at the
And Lord always give it best.
having a good old time eating, drinking, and being married. And it's a train full of jakes.
Alright? But this, like I said, man, this is straight flood behavior, man. Alright? Because, like I said, man, hey, these people, like I said, giving the marriage, alright? They pretty much living their best life, right? Well, all hell is breaking loose, man. And these
Rain's
people,
getting harder as we read the scripture.
and the people don't even care, yo. You know? Anymore?
All right. I got you. Verse 39. I'll read that again. Verse 38. Was in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day Noah entered into the ark.
And then that's what's about to happen, man. All right, the elect is going to get taken up in those ships, you know, while the rest of the people are going to be left here to be missile food, man. Okay, and so if you were a wise man, all right, or woman, that's of the tribes, man, you know, you would think that what do I need to do so that I can make it out of that destruction that we're always talking about, man. You need to be getting right with the Lord.
It's Luke 13 and verse 3. It says, I tell you, nay, but except ye repent, they shall all likewise perish. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't change your ways, then you're going to be destroyed by the missile. You know?
Point blank period. This is the time of liberty to repent, but we can see those doors of repentance are quickly closing.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all are about to fulfill 2 Ezra chapter 9.
That's right.
That when they yet had liberty, yet loathed my law and cast it behind them. The same must know it after death by pain.
Right.
Pain to the nerve endings.
Because understand, man, and once those doors shut, all right, you asked out, you know? You are asked out. So this is why we're crying out to our people. Look, man, repent, man. Get right with the Heavenly Father so you don't die, man. When our people, as it says in with that proverb that all that hate me love death. Oh yeah, that's just cool.
Cleaving under earth, and I saw another one. Edomite and Eve walked into the restaurant.
But
They're careless out here.
you know, but let them
Yeah.
have it, man. But at the end of the day, like the scripture say, man, all that hate me love death. And our people hate the Lord, which is why he's gonna destroy them, man. Because our people think, oh, because church tells you, man, God loves everybody, you know, everybody's going to make it into heaven, you know. But why does the scriptures talk about, you know, the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, man? You know? How is the Lord going to come, when he comes back to bring judgment, if he loves everybody, who's the one to get judged then, man? You know?
I'll say even more, brother using an example of what it says in the time of Noah, you know, the Lord rained on everybody's parade.
Yeah.
You know? You can imagine, because, you know, that term is not new. You know, really, if you think about it, it comes from that time in the flood. You know, everybody's partying, eating, and drinking. You can think about it in the streets, people parading, having a good time. All of a sudden, that rain starts to come. They're like, yo, what's that? I've never seen rain come, you know, put up from the sky before. They do the same thing with the calamities that come. These people never experienced martial law. You know, these people never experienced the concentration camps. We see are going over there in Ukraine and in China. You know, these things that we see. I say even worse, what's happening there in South America, because the Lord always gets, if you see a pattern, the Lord always gets the northern kingdom first, and then it gets, it hits the southern kingdom, but it's even worse when it hits the southern kingdom, right? You know, how cruel these Edomites are going to be to you, man. They're already doing it down there in South America and Central America. How much more now up in this place, the Lord's going to leave this place for like the icing on the cake, man. You know, it's just saving the best for last. It's going to be a horrible time in America. Brother Daniel 12.
That was the speech.
Because the Lord said that this is going to be a time like no other. Okay? These people, you're not going to be able, words can't really explain what we're about to go through, man.
Right.
Okay?
Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
They said, hold on. Now we have a mighty angel. All right, this is the head angel under Lord Yahushua, man. It's gonna be that bad that he's gonna have to stand up to protect the elect of the nation of Israel, man.
Right.
You know, people don't even grasp how heavy that is, man. This is a powerful angel, man. All right, that's gonna have to protect the elect of the nation of Israel from the calamity to come, man.
Right.
So how bad is it really gonna get, man?
Right. You're going to really need divine intervention to be able to escape the terror that's about to come.
Right.
Because these people have been grossly misinformed about how the God of the Bible really is, man. All right? The Lord is terrible, man. Like I said, you talk about the flood, but the people don't understand the totality of that story, man.
Right.
The Lord literally killed everybody on the planet but 8 people. What is love about that, man? How that they think the Lord, you know, he's just somebody, you know, that you just do what you want to, you know, he's gonna turn a blind eye and just no, man. The Lord is about order. And we talked about this last night. Everything is out of order, man. All right, thanks to this man. But when you look at it, you know, in another eye, hey, this nigga Esau, he's more in order than Jake are, man.
That's right.
That's why the Most High is so mad at our people, because these stupid ass niggas refuse to get right, man.
Right.
They want to continue to be rebellious, you know. They want to continue to hate their power, all right. So the Lord's gonna reward your actions with a painful death, all right. The times that we're coming into is gonna be so bad. The scripture tell you, people are gonna wish to see death but not find it, man.
That's right.
That's the terror that's coming. That's why the scripture tell you, through the fear of the Lord we persuade men.
That's right.
All right. You call it fearmonger, but it's love, man. Because we're trying to tell you to get right so you don't die, man. My people, you know, they just have to see it the hard way, man. So finishing Daniel's out. Daniel's 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
So everything that's ever happened in history, and there's a lot of so-called fucked up shit that happened in history. You know, there's a lot of things that Luke over there in China did to his own people that was foul. Stalin, what he did. You know,
Shit, slavery.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, slavery, of course.
70
AD,
the flood.
You know, and it's gonna make all those things. Lord, make all that look like child's play.
Right.
You know, that's light work. He's like, shit, I'm about to do to y'all in these times. Hey man, it's gonna be a reason why that name, the ancient name Al-Shaddai, is gonna come back in the earth, man.
You gotta remind you people, man.
That's right.
You know, because y'all think the Lord grew soft, man. You know, y'all thought he let up. You know, I ain't gonna kill nobody no more, man. You know, shit. Play with the Lord if you want to, man.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, I said in the spirit, our great example that brothers use at this camp is a light example of the terror of the Lord. Is how that 14-year-old boy in Florida that dropped off that thing, man.
Boom.
You know, and you heard it. It was like splat, man. You know, you can see the body and everything on camera, man.
That nigga turned into a pancake, man.
Hey, man, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, and we look at that word hands, it means the activities the Lord got for you, man. You know, so the Lord's about to have a lot of activities. Since Jake want to be in the activities, the Lord got a lot of activities for our people to participate in.
Hey, tell you, hey, the Lord is the King of terrors, man.
Right.
All right, so like you said, he got a lot of activities. He gonna have fun, you know, bringing out that judgment, man.
That's right.
It's, he loves the pronounced judgment, man.
That's right.
You know, you remember that show, 1,000 Ways to Die? Shit, that's right for the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right, and the Lord have niggas dying all type of crazy ways, man.
That's
You
right.
know.
If I could say real quick, just to back up, a time like no other. What did Yahushua tell them wicked Jakes in Capernaum? Better shall it be for those that better shall it be for Sodom and Gomorrah than for you. And he's talking because he knew through the reincarnation they'd be back here today. Those wicked Jakes.
Right.
What's about to happen? Like y'all were going into, worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, the flood, Stalin, World War I, World War II, all that. It's gonna be all those rolled into one and still some.
Right, the spirit. Why did the Lord name those first wars? He named them what? The first woe, the second woe. Because for a reason, the woe means definitely that was the greatest time. Each woe was greater than the last one, man. You know, so yeah, World War I, that was the most death ever in history at that time. All right, World War II, that was the most death.
70-something million people globally died.
Hey, and he said that's global. So how much more in these times? There's over. I bet you there's over 8 billion people on this planet,
Right.
man.
And they said what? Third woe coming quickly, man. And we're at the cusp of it, man.
That's right.
All right. The climax of the movie when things about to get good out here, man. All right. And you know us, you know, Lord willing to be of the elect. And we're gonna enjoy watching this play out, even though we're going to be in it too. But, you know, we pray the Lord cover us during that time, man. But it's going to be good seeing this shit, man, because this place is long overdue, man.
Well, the Lord said, y'all, you shall laugh at death. You know?
Yep.
So when we see these things, the Spirit's going to have that cold spirit to laugh at the death and destruction of 2/3 of our people, man.
Right.
Seeing Esau fall and these other heathen nations get into calamity, they're gonna see a brother on the side just cackling it up, man. Like, damn, the Lord really getting down. Yeah, man. Because the Lord's gonna put that cold on his men. But like brother said, when he brought out Daniel's, man, it's been like a time no other, man. So we can't even, like brothers don't say in spirit, you know, we can't really, our words can't really explain the kingdom of heaven. All right, we just gotta have to see it. Same thing with Scripture. Scripture said, only with our eyes when you see the reward of the wicked. So our words can't really test to what the Lord is actually about to do to 2/3 of our people.
That's right.
You know?
Go back to this Ezekiel 21. And
Going into these times to come, that
I'll
sword.
start back at 9.
God.
Ezekiel 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Right.
It is sharpened to make a sword smarter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he that hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled.
And he had given it to be furbished that it may handle. The Most High is giving Esau carte blanche to come down in great wrath and bring this judgment on you 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
And the whole world as well. Hey, Esau about to take, he's mainly going after you, Jakes, but this nigga killing his own people.
He said, fuck. That's how much he hates you Israelites, man. He's gonna come down upon his own people just to get to us, man. All right? That's a true devil right there, man. That's a true devil where this nigga gonna take out his own people just to get us, man. All right? So continuing on, it says, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hands of the slayer.
Esau Edom, and ultimate slayer, the doom slayer.
Yeah. This nigga about to go ham with that sword, man. All right. Because what's going to happen is, man, hey, all the inventions that he has been, holding, from the public all these years, his drones, his robots, everything that
biological
weapons, and these newly created creatures that he been dicing with, man. All right. All that's gonna get let loose, man. Okay. Somebody real quick, Jeremiah. What says this? I will point up 4 times. There's 15, I think.
Got it.
Because hey, he's about to let loose, man.
Got it.
Hey, like that movie, with the cabin in the woods.
Yeah,
when they had all them different doors with all them different things coming out, that was killing all the people. So that's what the Lord's gonna open up soon, come, man. All right. All type of shit you never thought you was gonna see in your life, man. That's going into that time like no other, man. Hey, you gonna have to go in that day. Look, man. It has to be a higher power. How the fuck is all this shit happening?
And they got that saying, reality is stranger than fiction. These things you people been seeing in the movies. Hey, Esau Edom's been doing a predictive programming to get that subconsciously in your mind to where when this shit's really out here, you're just gonna completely plug out.
Right, like that show Stranger Things, Hey, you niggas, we in the upside down now, man. These creatures are gonna start coming out more and more and more. And they're gonna start fucking you people up, man. And like I said, we're gonna rejoice, all right? Because you niggas need it. Y'all need that, man, all right? Especially our people, man. And how dare you, knowing how great we are as a people, want to go and live like these damn heathen, man? Do you not know the Lord blessed us at a low level like we are now to still be able to be great, man? You look at the entertainment world. You look at music, sports.
All these inventions Jake's created in America.
And this is like compared to what we did. You got Granada, man. You got the time of the wars. Going into the stories of the Bible, man. We're great people. Yet you niggas want to live like this, man. This shithole goddamn country y'all love so damn much, man. Y'all niggas need that, man. The Lord gonna give you what you want, man.
You don't want to be a permanent second-class citizen.
Right.
You don't want equality. We want supremacy.
That's right. We want to rule, man. All right. You Jakes don't have a ruling class mentality because all you know is slavery. All you've been taught is post-slavery. What about pre-slavery? What about what we done before we got put in chains and brought here to America? All you niggas know is Africa. Because we ain't no fucking Africans, man. All right.
Look at Jake taking over the Roman Empire.
Exactly.
Jake ruling in Europe during the Dark Ages, having the Mali Empire, the Songhai, Aksum, all that. We had empires in the past, and we had this devil underneath our foot as the Slavs, the Serfs, all that. But now you pretty much want your house pet to rule over you.
Like I said, the Lord will reward y'all with the death that y'all need.
I got that Jeremiah 15.
Ezekiel 21:12, it says, "Cry and howl, son of man, it shall be upon my people."
Cry and howl, it shall be upon my people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the main target of this sword that the Most High has given to the slayer, that it may be furbished and glitter and make a sore slaughter.
Right. It says, "It shall be upon the princes of Israel, terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh."
It shall be upon all the princes of my people. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh. Hey, when the Most High really lets open those floodgates and lets that great flood come in, that foot is going to drive straight into a wall and hit you into a wall.
Right? Amos 5 and 19.
18.
Yeah. It says, "What?"
People out there that don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
People in Isaiah, Jeremiah, where they say, "I'm even kill you for eating swine's flesh."
Yeah.
Some that they seem so little. Oh, I just eat pork. The Most High said, I'm gonna raw you through for eating pork. So how much more when you're an adulterer, you're a sodomite, you're a killer of your brothers, all that. You're damn a bootlicker.
Right. Hey, what ain't gonna spare? It says, "Woe to you that is the Lord. What ended it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light."
It's looking pretty dark out here.
Yeah.
And the rain's coming. It's getting harder the more we prophesy.
Right. It says, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand upon the wall, and a serpent bit him."
Hey, and one of the brothers in our camp, Samakia, was telling me a thing the other night where it was Amos 5:18 to 19 all day. He said him and some brothers were running and like gunfire was happening. Escaped that. Then a dam blew up and water was coming down in the little underground tunnel they were flooding it. They got away from that. Then he said drones would come, like it would not stop. They went from one calamity to another calamity. And that's the only thing they expect in these days to come. You may escape the food shortages, but what? You get thrown into a concentration camp and tortured to death. You may escape from some neo-Nazis or something, but what? You're running and you scrape your leg on a bush and catch a skinny bacteria and die that way. If you don't have that protective nature, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai over you, you are not going to make it. And as it says back in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, it's going to be death by pain. All your worst, deepest fears, the Most High knows of, He knows all things, He's going to bring it to you right in your face. He's going to make sure you suffer every last drop before you give up the ghost and go back to the spirit world.
Right.
I got the Jeremiah 15 for you.
Verse 20, it says, "Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no light in this?" So it's not going to be no hope for you people out here. You're not going to be elected, right? Hey, darker days to come, man. Hey, like the GMS out here, it's getting dark and hell is hot, man. All right? Shit's about to get bad out here for you people, man. Hey, we going to see that, man. Hey, we should listen to those guys in the corner who was on the face, who was recording and laughing at shit. We was one of you people, man. All right? But you didn't want to hearken. You didn't want to hearken. Both sides going to, whatever he did to take you out, he's going to give it to you, man. All right?
And Ezekiel 33 says, "And when these things shall come to pass, and lo, they will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them."
Yeah.
When they're getting rawed out here.
Yeah. Can't say you weren't warned, man. All right? Yahweh Shai, like Yahweh Shai set it up so perfect where hey, you can't escape the truth anymore, man. You listen to your music. You got these rappers and other people rapping and singing about the Israelites. You turn on your movie. You got the Israelites in the movies and shows now, man. They don't, we everywhere, man. On social media, everywhere, man. So the Lord, He made it to where people have no cloak for your sins, man. You had no excuse not to repent, man. You know?
Just to back you up real quick, you could go to a YouTube comment section for a boxing video, and somebody's going to say, hey, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, some that doesn't have a video that has nothing to do with the truth. Jake all up in the comments saying, oh, white people and Edomites, you're the Israelites, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom family, breaking down scriptures wrong and everything, but Israel is everywhere you look. You turn to the left, you see Israelites. To the right, you look up, you look down, everywhere, across the street.
And these celebrities know it too, man. All right. Every so often you'll see somebody, you know, with a shirt with fringes on, you know, or somebody that's on Instagram have, you know, the tribe of Judah or something. So everybody knows, man. You know, so you people have no clothes. All right. When this judgment start coming up, hey, you gonna have to eat that shit, man. You know.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 1. Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
Right. Most High, hey, he's not dealing with two-thirds, man. All right? The same way that you had Jake that was rebelling against Moses back in the time of the wilderness, we're in that time now. And the Most High, he's not dealing with our people. You know, so two-thirds, hey, you're going to be left out there. You know, to be judged.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
Yeah, what are we going to do? When they start seeing this shit is for real, everything that we've been saying is happening, then that's when they're going to want to come up. Hey, well, I was talking about this, but what should we do to prepare? What do we got to do so that we can be safe?
Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Yes, yes is all we got for you, bro. Hey, go find out for yourself. Because by the time when you had the liberty to hearken, to get right, you didn't want it. You didn't want to hear it. And so when it comes time for you seeing that everything we're saying is really happening, you come up trying to ask what to do, you want to get it now, it's too late now, man. All right? Hey, you use that foolish version and then appreciate the oil, man. All right? You had the opportunity to get right and you forsake. So, that's it to you.
Because as scripture tell you in Amos, here a lack of resources or something, you become famished. You know, you become thirsty, and that's why they're going to be running to and fro to seek the words of the Lord, and they're not going to be able to find it. But ultimately, when you're famished too long, what? You die. And if you don't have this word, you know, for too long a period, you end up dying, man. So that's what happened to our people, or it's already happened to our people on a spiritual level, but now then it's going to manifest in the physical.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to bounce in the highway. Esau going to tell all stuff off the internet, you know. So it's going to be a true famine of the word in that day. And people ain't going to have no answer to what's going on. That's why the Lord said, the Lord is darkness, not light, man. All right? There's going to be complete confusion out here for those that are not in the spirit of how about you now shine, man. All right?
What's it say in Isaiah? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability in that time. Not preps, not food, not water, even though, of course, we're going to eat and drink in that day, as it says in Isaiah 65, guns, FRMs, Bitcoin, especially crypto. If you got your hopes in crypto, Tesla, if you got your hopes in crypto and electric cars, Elon Musk, you're through. And just to back up the fame of the word too, you just had Elon Musk, who's nothing more than a face for the elites, by Twitter and say, oh, I'm going to let anybody say anything on this platform. But then a couple of days after that, the Department of Homeland Security created a new administration task force to deal with hate speech and false information online. It was all a ploy to do so, to take our videos off the internet.
Psalm 32 and 6 says, for this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the flood of great waters they shall not. Surely in the floods of the great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. So you got to get this word, you know what I'm saying, to bring the Lord out on the highways and byways. Because it's going to come a point in time where the word is not going to be accessible.
So this is why this is time to hearken, man. It's time to get right. Like we're going into Ecclesiastes 3, man. All right? Because the time of talking is coming to an end because it's going to play action at that point, man. You know? So if you are a wise man, all right, you would discern the times, man, and keep yourself together. Because both sides about to do it. All right?
Yeah. They just going into the famine and the judgment that's going to come to you, Jakes, for not listening to the word. This is Ezekiel chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall come upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancients.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have nothing for you in that thing, man. All right? Because we tried to tell you, you didn't want to listen, man. So hey, go fend for yourself, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to find no peace in that time, man. All right? Like we read in Amos 5, man. You gonna go from one thing to another thing to another thing, and then all the way up to the Most High side. All right, that's enough. I'm gonna take the spirit, man. You know, you're gonna be in a complete disarray the whole time until you die, man. All right? That's the terror of the Lord, man. You know. That's why we're telling you, man, hey, stop playing with your how about shooting outside, man. All right? Hey, just like Fred told Smoking, you know, Friday, you know, hey, he ain't playing, man. He ain't playing, man.
Verse 27. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
Yeah, you're going to have to take account of everything that you've done in this life, man. So if you live a wicked, demonic life, you're going to have a horrendous judgment for that, man. All right? The Lord says that we all got to come in front of the judgment seat, man. You know? But it's all about, you know, are you going to get a righteous reward or a wicked reward, man? And most of the world's going to get that wicked reward because they live a wicked life, man.
Like I say, that's where you get the word recompense from. The word recompense actually goes into what? Payback for the evil done unto you for the evil that you have done. You know, so the Lord's going to actually bring evil upon our people, bad times, for the evil and wickedness that they have committed on this planet. Like the brother Beauty said, you've been living in so that's what we say. He's going to bring upon you your own way. I mean, what? Your own wickedness is going to cause the evil to happen to you, man. You know. Tell our people to turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but you know our people are not going to listen, so they're going to have to suffer the horrible judgment that the Lord has lined up for them.
Right, because like I said, our people take the game, man. All right, like it was a video that the Elder Monashabah did where you got Jake. Jake's going to be comedians now, right? So it was a tweet that said if you saw Jesus getting jumped in the street, would you help him? And you got Jake that was all laughing and shit, making jokes, talking about the Lord ain't got hands, man. You know, talking about, well, if he had power, he could turn a rocket to a clock, you know. All that stupid shit, man. The Lord's gonna honor that shit, man. All right? Real quick, just to add on to that point, repeat off the top box, this is Galatians 6:7. It says, be not deceived. How about Shem Yahushai is not mocked? You've been doing a lot of mocking, man. It says, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Every idle word shall be taken into account that day.
Man.
All the joking, the keying, taping a potato chip to your hand, said, oh, I got the chip. Hey, joking about the name, not taking anything seriously at all. The angels are recording it down to the end, the period. And when the books are open for judgment, oh, you did this and he said this, Michael. Take that nigga out. And do this to him.
Verse 8. But he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of the flesh corruption.
Hey, what does it say? Hey, woe to them that trusted in man. And you making flesh his own. Hey, you trusting in Esau, Edom, and this carnal system. Just worried about filling your own belly and getting it how you live out here. Well, you're really going to have to get it how you live. On top of the judgments of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai coming dead on you.
Right. It says, and he that soweth to the flesh, shall reap of the flesh corruption. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting.
And laying up our treasures in heaven where neither moss nor rust doth corrupt or the thief can break in. All these things that you people hold on to and pride to, your image in society, all this carnal shit. Hey, it's going to be a curse on you in that day. You're going to be stripped down to pretty much your bare naked ass. You're going to be assed out here.
Verse 9. And let us not be weary in the well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
The faith and the patience of the saints, the times to diligently wait for, as it says, he that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword, and he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. We're patiently waiting to Abaratazar, all of us be at that elect number, get beamed up on the chariots and be the first fruits of the kingdom, getting the first fruits of everything, and getting our hands on the back of you heathens, cheap you Edomites.
Hey, even, you know, getting our hands on you 2/3, man. When you come down off the ship, it's going to be a total season for all you wicked niggas all across the world, man. All right? And you're going to see 144,000 bright burners going around the world, putting you guys there, putting down. Hey, to be honest with you, man, and we want to get you 2/3 over Esau first. Before we get you in we're going to have 1,000 years to get Esau's kingdom, man. And we're going to have fun every day fucking you damn heathen up, man. With the wicked Jakes, man. All right? We got to get you out the way first, man. Because you niggas don't want the kingdom, you know? You don't want to get right. You don't want your house on to come back, man. Ultimately, because you love wickedness, man. You love living a life where you have no restrictions on you, man. No order, all right? The Lord is going to allow us to pretty much, hey, call out everybody else that's not meant to be, you know, on the first go-round, man. Okay?
I got to shoot this. This is Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
This is talking about Israelites. Yeah. Right? How is John telling all these wicked niggas that don't want righteousness to reign on the earth? All these niggas that have a problem with the kingdom of heaven, moving over the heathen, rolling back with the sword and blood. This is what happens.
Right. Bring them hither and slay them before me.
Right. He's going to have his men slay the wicked niggas before him, man. And that word slay in the Greek means a downward slaughter. They're going to be decapitated. That's what's going to happen.
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left there.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Jump to Zechariah, I think, 14 real quick. I don't know that off the top of my head, but hey, in Zechariah 14, it goes into some of the ways you're going to die off. 14 and 2, start verse 2.
Zechariah 14 and 2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the house conquered, and the women ravaged.
Great.
Yep. And half the city shall go forth in captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off the city.
And that residue that's not going to be cut off is that 1/3 that's going to be tried as gold in the fire and make it through. But that's being 2/3, as it says back in that Zechariah 13 that the brother just got. The land, 2 parts therein shall be cut off. They're going to come into these heathens. They're going to surround the cities, besiege you, trap you in, send you to concentration camps, break into your houses and spoil your goods by the force of the sword, ravish your wives, dash your children to pieces, all that. That's what comes to those jakes that don't want to take heed to the prophets of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're going into. You deserve it. You deserve every inch of it. Drink that cup of destruction, judgment that's coming your way.
Our people are wicked, man. Wicked as our people have to have the evil of the wicked, man. You're more wicked than the wicked, man. Because, hey, Jake is always the one that Esau used to push out his wickedness, man. And our people love it. Our people are the biggest foes. They're the biggest drug dealers. They're the biggest, every wicked thing you can imagine is always Jake that's forward in, man. You know? That's all you know. But the ways of righteousness, man, you shun it. All right? Zechariah 13 and verse 8 again. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the lands saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part to the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord is my power.
And we're in this fire right now. Hey, having to come out here and preach this word, be made a mockery, have to have these false accusations come against us, be made a laughing stock, your family becoming enemies towards you, all that. But hey, this is the most, it's like that, turning up the heat. Like, as the heat's getting turned up, we're getting more comfortable with the fire. So when the Most High opens up on you people out here, we're gonna have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to maneuver through it and have that faith to know that as long as we endure, no matter what comes our way, we're gonna make it through that ultimate fire, not be destroyed by these nuclear missiles, and be the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven. But the rest of you are gonna get burned up again, like that tin, that wood, that dross, all that. But hey, as we've been going into, here you have the prophets out here being the winter soldiers, not the summer soldiers when it feels good, not when it's a festival or when it's some bullshit on football weekend. You see the purple people eaters come out and preach. But besides that, they just talking shit in a classroom somewhere. We're out here in the rain, the sleet, the snow, everything. Prophesying, trying to open up a way to repentance to you Jakes. That's really the Most High. He's like, look, get it. Listen to the men. Even though it's slated for some to get it, not to get it, we're out here. Hey, just get it. Because it rains intensifying. That flood is steadily coming and coming and coming until, hey, we're going to be put away and protected while y'all are just going to have to get washed away by it.
Right. Most High closed the door of the heart. Niggas were banging on the door, babies crying. The Most High drowned every baby on the earth. There were no babies on the ark. This is the God we worship. This is God of the Bible. Drowned every baby on the planet, man. You guys are playing games, mocking the name, making fun of the prophets, man. Most High is not mocked, as the brother read earlier. When you read Psalms, the first chapter, it says he's going to laugh when your fear comes. He's going to mock the calamities, man. He's going to do that to us. He's going to do that to the angels, man. You might hear an angel laugh at you while your child is starving to death. You can't get the sound out of your ears. It's here. Like, it's going to be hilarious watching niggas die, man.
Well, a pit bull or ravenous animals eat your genitals off. You're just going to hear a laugh. A man of the Lord might just...
might ride by, laugh.
And you know Jake will laugh like an ass.
Real quick to add on to that, this is second Chronicles 36 and 15. What you break down, bro? It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shah, the power of our Father, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people.
Rising up betimes and sending because he had compassion on his people. We're out here trying to, it's really the whole side, having compassion on you, having us out here for this long, beginning with our apostle elders and their elders. For damn near 50 years telling you of what's to come. Right. That's a long time to hear the same message over and over again, but you refuse to hearken unto it. You actually are waxing worse and worse with each successive generation.
He says, because he had compassion on his people and know his dwelling place, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, and there was no remedy.
But despised his prophets and misused them. Hey, you killed the prophets in the past, and if you could, you would lay your hands on us and put us to death. But it's not this time, Jack. This time it's going to be the other way around. This time it's going to be your blood that's going to be spilled for the sakes of the prophets.
Yeah. You know, so with that being known, once again, you can't say you weren't warned. You can't say the Lord didn't have, he didn't give you a chance. But at the end of the day, only the elect is meant to get it, so we don't lose sleep when people don't hearken to what we got to say at the end of the day. So it is what it is.
Hey,
man.
as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
That's right.
Malcolm close out the second Ezra.
I had Secretary 16 and 74.
Count.
You want to close out with that?
Well, yeah.
This is Second Ezra, chapter. This is Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 74. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same."
The days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Why? Because we were out here sighing and crying for the abominations thereof. As it says in Revelation 12, they love not their lives, even unto the death. And we put all our chips in all the chips forward on the table in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, betting that this is what he says he's going to do if we keep our end of the bargain, that he's going to keep his end of the bargain and give us salvation to be at that elect number.
Yeah, man. We ain't got nothing else, man.
What did Peter say? Where else are we going to go to Yahushua? We've given up everything.
We want eternal life, man. And we can't get that by no way except through Yahushua, man. Right. So this is the time to be getting yourself right. And look, we ain't going to be out here 2 months longer, man. You can see it. Clearly. All right, Esau is revving it up, man. All right, getting the YouTube subscriptions are getting more and more expensive, you know. Hey, they're going to pass laws through country. We ain't going to be able to deny and prophesy no more, man. So get the word while it's still accessible to you, man. All right?
Period.
Point blank period.
So, all right. I got a first. Oh, count.
You know? Hey, like I said, man, this message is drawing to an end. We're nearing the end of the movie now, man. All right. You know, after the climax, all right, you have the beautiful ending. All right, and Israel, we got a beautiful ending coming. If we're of the elect, Lord willing, but all Israel as a whole, ultimately going to have that beautiful ending when we're in the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
What happens at the very end of the movie? Credits roll.
Exactly.
144,000 get crowns.
Yeah, man.
Starring roles.
Yeah, man.
Still so stiff for the name.
Yeah, we gonna get our original Hebrew names that Yahweh gave us. You know, we gonna get our original. We gonna get our real bodies. You know, hey, we gonna rejoice in that victory. We're finally gonna get victory over the beast, man. All right.
And what's it say in Zechariah 12? Hey, and the house of David shall be as God. So think about that.
Right. And the feeblest of them shall be
David,
man. Hey, man. Hey, we got it, bro. We just gotta keep fighting, man. All right. And Lord willing, we make it to the end, man. So we're gonna close off that. Lord willing, we be out here, continually until the Lord stops our mouths up, man. All right. So with that, we're gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us the truth and that rule well. And peace and citation to the elect, man. Keep fighting. Kwam Yasharallah and Kwam Yasharallah, man.
Above all.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That comes out and make it up, man.